Hello, everybody. I am really happy to be here. I am Felipe Chibas Ortiz, PID, Associate Professor of the University of São Paulo and representative of the Regional Committee for Latin America and the Caribbean of UNESCO Mill Alliance. The title of my speech today is Artificial Intelligence, Policy and Ethics, Free Related Issues in the Posthuman Society. In this presentation, we will first define, according to no authors, what they mean by artificial intelligence, ethics, and public policies. Then, we will talk about the multiple relationship between these three elements. My speech today will be a provocation where I will address some of the challenges that involve these three factors closely related in today's world. In my books, From Smart Cities to Mild Cities, Metrics Inspired by UNESCO's Vision, and my other book, Marketing, Communication Technology, and Innovation in Mild Cities, organized together with Professor Mitsuru Yanase, and chapters, authors from more than 20 countries are recommended by UNESCO. We talk about the relationships of these three topics: artificial intelligence, policy, and ethics. Thus, with the advancement of increment of recent technologies in the field of artificial intelligence, accompanied by the fourth industrial revolution in the field of data governance and by the automation of process and exponential development in several areas like education, health, art, entrepreneurship, which give rise to numerous potentially innovative and at the same time disruptive tools. This situation have two and new ethics challenges. The artificial intelligence is nowadays used in process of planning, organizing, implementing, and managing policies, strategies, and tactics in many sectors. For example, today we are talking about smart cities, but it still does not pay enough attention to the ethical aspects involved. According to Russell and Norbit, artificial intelligence is the branch of computer science that deals with intelligence behavior of the study of how to make computers do things that humans currently do better. The scientist Henry Atlan understands ethics and the principle as the principle that guides, directs, and regulates behavior in the lived reality of each person, and ethics does not a philosophy or knowledge. Is something like refers to a project, to a want. According to various authors, public policies can decide is about authorities, about which government decides or what to do, as public policies are a set of projects, programs, and activities carried out by the government. According to our research and surveys, we see that there is still nothing is not enough emphasis of ethics as part of public policies for the implementation and stimulation of the use of artificial intelligence in the areas of education, technology, innovation, and entrepreneurship. For example, and even today, technology based companies and startups do not have a transparency policy regarding their algorithms and ways of selecting the members. Even today, technology based companies and startups have a few women programmers and leaders of teams and companies. This makes many of the program and artificial intelligence developed gender-based and sexist. That is unethical. A phenomenon that we see a lot that has been criticized by UN and UNESCO is that many artificial intelligence of telephone companies nowadays continue to use female voice, thus placing women in subordinate position, which also indicates a lack of ethics and once again gender cultural barriers. Today, robots are used in political campaigns that often encourage hate speech and fake news. It is necessary to create public and legal policies through the ministries of justice of these countries that regulate the use of robots for politicians and political purposes, with strong punishments for the creators of systems and platforms that disseminate fake news and hate speech. We also have the General Law on Data Protection of Individuals that must be implemented worldwide to protect the privacy of data of individuals. This point should also be the object of public artificial intelligence policies. According to our research, when the cultural barriers to communication has a strong relationship with ethics. When cultural barriers and prejudice increase, ethics decrease, and vice versa. When cultural barriers decrease, ethical behavior or the web increases. All these points have gained more strength during the pandemic of COVID-19, as home office work has increased and we have all become more dependent of the internet. We live in the time in a post-human world, but believe that technology alone will solve any problems of humankind is a greatest mistake. We need multicultural, transdisciplinary, and multisectorial strategies, policies, and solutions to face the current challenges using artificial intelligence. New technologies also produce new ways of living and existing. But for this, ethics is necessary and essential. Thank you very much for your attention, and we keep in touch. Thank you again.